Hello students, today we will study another very important chapter from your class 12 syllabus, The Enemy. This is from your book Vistas and it is written by Pearl S. Buck. Now this story is set up at the time when the Second World War was going on. You must be knowing and must have read in your history syllabus that there were two main powers. The world was divided between two powers. First was the Axis powers and the other was the Allies power. The Axis powers consisted of three countries, Japan, Italy and Germany on one side, and the Allied forces consisted of four main countries, that is France, America, Britain and Soviet Union. Now basically the Second World War, the enemy set in the time when America and Japan were on the opposite sides during the Second World War. This you have to be very careful. Japan was on the Axis side and America was on the Allied forces. Now, this is the major protagonist of the story is Dr. Sadao Hoki. Now, I'll talk to you about the early life of Dr. Sadao Hoki. He lived in a square stone house on the Japanese coast. His house was set up on the rocks above a narrow beach. As a young boy, he used to climb pine trees on the beach, and his father was a very quiet man. He never joked and played with him. He was a man of very few words. There is no mention of his mother in the story. So it was his father only who took care of him and nurtured him when he was a child. Sadao was a dutiful son and he obeyed his father. Father was stern but very ambitious about Sadao's future, and his main concern was Sadao's education. So when Sadao was 22 years of age, he was sent to America to study surgery and science. So basically he wanted to study medicine. So at the age of 22, because American education was most famous for medicine, so that is why he was sent to America to become a good surgeon. Now, finally, he returned from America to Japan at the age of 30. By the time he returned, he was an expert surgeon and a scientist and a renowned doctor. And he was doing a research on rendering the wounds actually clean. Now, this you have to know, because these days you have a lot of antiseptic liquid. Suppose if you get hurt, what happens? You just apply Dettol on your particular liquid, Dettol liquid on your particular wound. And what happens? So we are assured that the septic will not spread into the body. At that point of time, when the story has been written, then there were no antiseptic liquids at that point of time. So people used to die a lot of times because of small wounds, because septic used to be seeped into their body. So he was doing a research on rendering the wounds absolutely clean. Now, since he was an excellent surgeon and the war was going on, he would have been a kind of a lot of help to the troops. But he was not sent with the troops and kept back to pursue his research. And the main reason why he was sent back was the General Takima, who was unwell and could need his service any point of time. Now the Japanese general was General Takima. He was a little selfish. He wanted Sadao for himself at his beck and call, so he kept Sadao for his service. Hence, General ordered him to be around all the time. Now, on 21st of February, that particular year, when the story, the main incident happened, so it is talking about that day, what happened, Sadao was watching towards the mist around the island near the shore. So his house was facing the beach, so he was standing in the balcony and observing the mist around, and suddenly Hana enters. He was wearing haori and a kimono at that point of time, and she opened the door. Now haori is a kind of a dress which is worn over kimono. Kimono is a traditional Japanese dress which ladies generally used to wear. You must have definitely seen it. You can easily search on the net how does a kimono look like. It's a kind of a gown where they tie a sash around their waist. And once Hana enters, they held each other's arms lovingly. Now Sadao reminisces his stay in America. He was thinking that he has such a perfect life and Hana is such a beautiful wife and a perfect life partner at this point of time. And he was thinking of the time when he met Hana for the first time and how his life would have been different had he not married Hana. They both had two children with their marriage, had met Hannah at a party thrown by Professor Harley. He likes her at a first sight. Now, he waits to fall in love till he is sure that he is Japanese. Now, this you have to remember. Sadao, when he went to America, he did not like the Japanese food. He did not like the Japanese culture. And Professor Ali was a person who had arranged a party for all his foreign students at that point of time, and to make them feel comfortable. So he was half-minded, I will not go to the party. But at the last moment, he changed his mind, and there he had met Han. Now, Harley and his wife were both very kind, but he found Professor Harley's wife very voluble. She was too loud. He hated American food and the small rooms that they stayed in. On return, he seeks father's approval for marriage. So he did not approve or propose marriage to Hannah till the time he got the final approval from his father. He finally marries Hannah after permission from his father in traditional Japanese style. Couple loved each other dearly and had perfect understanding. Now, while they both were looking towards the beach, a strange creature watched ashore. Both Sadao and Hannah leaned over the veranda railing overlooking the beach. They noticed something black being washed ashore and they became curious. Assumed that it could be a fisherman from the nearby villages. Actually, where they stayed, there were about a mile distance, there were a couple of fishermen villages. So they thought that probably a fisherman must have gone for fishing and he must have got drowned, and that is why he's coming out of the sea. So both of them thought of saving that person and run down to beach to help. Then they noticed a wounded and unconscious man. Once they looked closely, they could identify who that person was. The man was an American POW. He was seriously wounded and bleeding profusely. He had suffered a gun wound and he was wearing a US Navy cap. And what happened? They both were very afraid. They had not thought that there could be an American around, because saving an American would have been a hard task for them. He had blonde hair and he was totally white, and they used to call Americans as a white man. Sadao, and this person was bleeding profusely. So Sadao stopped the bleeding by packing the wound with a sea moss. So he knew the technicalities of how to stop the wounds bleeding. So he took a moss from the sea and he placed it on the wound, and the person stopped bleeding. American's condition was too pathetic to be thrown back into the sea. So now what was the dilemma that both Sadao and Hannah faced? Sheltering a POW means a prisoner of war, was risky and could land them into jail. If handed him over as a prisoner, they would have assured that this person would surely die. So they think of throwing him back into the sea, but they can't do it because he is very wounded. So, and they was at the same time they were afraid of detection by the servants. So they decided to assure them of the intention of handing him over to the police. So they decided, we'll assure the servants that we will definitely hand him over to the police. So finally, humanity and the sense of duty caused them to bring the skeletal man home. They lodged the wounded POW in their deceased father's room. Now comes the character of Sadao's father. This person was purely Japanese, and the entire furniture, the entire interior of his room was totally in a Japanese style. So even though he was dirty, the POW was covered with a beautiful silken quilt. There's a line which is mentioning in the particular chapter that this particular person, Dr. Sadao's father, he never used to eat anywhere which was from a foreign country, or if he came to know this person is not Japanese, he never used to eat at this place and never used to sit on their bed. So when had he been alive, he would have been totally horror stricken that this person, an American, is lying in my room. Now, what is the servant's reaction when they come to know that there is an American in their house? The servants were frightened and disapproved of the master's decision of helping the white man. Yumi, the governess, refuses to wash the white man, totally. The assurance of handing over to the POV to the police fails to convince them. Hannah washes the wounds of the POW all by herself. She dislikes him, yet she can't be cruel because she knows that although he's an American, he's a human first. So now what happens? Dr. Sadao decides to operate that person. He gets ready, he wears the traditional clothes of the surgeon. Hannah assists, though she had never seen an operation before. So Sadao asks her to bring some towels. So the entire mat is covered with blood, but she did not complain. Dr. Sadao operated on him with single-minded devotion, and he was totally lost in the operation. Hannah got too uncomfortable at the sight of the bleeding, and she runs out into the garden to vomit. The man was in great pain, and he was moaning at that point of time, "They got my guts, they got my guts." Dr. Sadao remembered his anatomy professor's wordings that they said that it is a cardinal sin to operate on somebody without knowing each and every detail of the body. So he wanted to be very particular at that point of time, and he wanted to take out that bullet out from that person's body. He has an apprehension of the man being tortured. Hannah also gives the patient anesthesia. She dipped the cotton in the anesthetic liquid and took it near the nose, and he was given anesthesia by Hannah, although she had never done this before. The bullet was finally taken out from near the kidney. Now, next day, the young man wakes up. The young man was served by Hannah because servants refused to enter. Hannah tells him her stay in America is responsible for knowledge in English because she was speaking to him in English, and he was confused. How come they know English? Because in Japan, people only know Japanese. So she said that she knows all this because she had stayed in America for a while, and she advised him to lie down as told by the doctor. American was worried about him, asked doctor if he'd be handed over to the police, but the doctor was non-committal. Now what happened on the seventh day? Two things happened on the seventh day. The servants decided to leave, and second thing, the general was unwell and the messenger entered. So the servants were critical of the master's kind action. They wanted the master to hand the POW over to the police and leave the house. Kind Hannah pays them off, and doctor types a letter to the police about Tom that on 21st of February this person was reached our house, and we decided to operate on him. Being a doctor, so we decided to operate on him, and we will hand over to you the moment he is fine again. Hannah notices a messenger in uniform at the door. Fears have come to imprison them. Doctor informed the old general that was in pain again, and Hannah feels relieved that this person, she had thought that these people had come to arrest Dr. Sadao, as the servants might have complained against them. But nothing of this sort had happened, and finally he was only summoned by the general because the general was in pain. So doctor confides in the general about the period and tells him everything, whatever has happened. Now Hannah, this shows the character of Hannah. She is a totally dutiful wife. She stands by her husband at all time. Although the servants have refused to take care of the master, she has three things to do. There were three servants in their house: a cook, a gardener, as well as Yumi, the maid, the governess. So all three of them had left because they felt that they were too poor and they could not, their family would be in a lot of trouble if they were put into prison. Had the police come to know that there was a prisoner running in staying in their house, Dr. Sadao could know that there were actually a lot of a jail nearby, though this person must have been hit on the back by the bullet, and he must have fallen into the sea, and that is why the bullet wound was there. And since there were rocks nearby, so the wound had been again marred by the rocks. So that is why he was bleeding all over again. So it was very necessary at that point of time to take out the bullet from his body. Now this shows the general's dependence on the doctor. Doctor not sent at the time of war owing to the general's illness. The general told that he can bear just one more such attack. Doctor told him very frankly, you can have one more attack, not more than this. General has faith in doctor's efficiency. He feels doctor can save anyone. General, once he was told about the POW, he promises the doctor to send his private assassins to finish the POW. And he assures that I will send private assassins, and they will definitely remove the dead body from the persons from your house as well. They know how to do internal bleeding and they will kill him. So Sadao is restless. He does not tell Hana that I have spoken to the general and there will be assassins at our place and they will kill Tom. The kind-hearted doctor has sleepless night. Imagine rustling sound of assassins approaching. Next morning when he wakes up, he finds Tom in the room all again. He thought that probably the general might have been busy. That's why he did not send assassins. So he waited for 2 more nights. But what happens? Nobody comes in. No assassins turn in. So he decides to get Tom out of their life all by himself. So what he did was he arranged a boat for himself. He filled in with food and whatever 2 quills, whatever he might be needing at that point of time for his survival, and gives him a flashlight as well. And he tells him not to light the matches. He tells him to go to a nearby beach, which was nearby, and at the same time take a Korean boat. Don't take the help of any other boat, only a Korean boat. So Tom was advised to row to a little close by island. Doctor arranges a boat for him. He warned only to take the help of a Korean ship. Gives flashlight with the instructions, provided with food, water and clothing. He was made to wear Japanese clothes only, and his head, so that his blonde hair are not visible, was covered with a kind of a cloth. He was advised to catch fish and eat it raw and not to light any matches, because otherwise people will come to know. Now, once Tom leaves in, he was told at the same time to light 2 flashlights to say that he's okay, and 1 flashlight if there's some problem. So that Sadao could arrange more food for him. So finally, the general was called him again because he had another heart attack. General told about POW's escape. General had another operation. Doctor told he forgot about assassins. General said that I had simply forgotten about the assassins. I was too preoccupied by himself. This shows the carelessness of the general. He was too selfish. For him, the doctor matters more than anything else. Now both decide to keep everything a secret. None doubts each other's integrity and patriotism. The return of servants makes the life normal. So finally the servants also returned once Tom also leaves. Now once doctor was just standing and he contemplated why I was not able to kill Tom. So he says that he recalls his days in America. He thinks of the dull professor and his talkative wife. He remembers his old teacher of anatomy. He thinks of all the difficulties he faced in America. At one point of time, he had caught influenza and the landlady served him with hot soup. So maybe it was basically a kind of a payback time. Americans are not bad altogether. It is the political things which create a kind of a disharmony between people. So what you have to do is people are good in all sense. So he thought that maybe they helped me at one point of time. There was a time when nobody was giving him a place to stay. So the landlady had actually taken mercy on him and had given him place to stay as well. So they had helped me at one point of time. So it was actually he also wanted to pay them in some sort of the way or the other. Now coming to the theme of the story, The Enemy is an anti-war story which aims at the de-glorification of war and highlights the endeavors of the author to awaken the feelings of the reader against the horrors of the war. The author advocates the lesson of universal brotherhood. Service of the wounded and ailing is the best example of patriotism as a doctor can exhibit. So that is the main aim of the doctor, to serve humanity. The story highlights how a Japanese doctor saves the life of an American prisoner of war and rises above narrow national prejudices. He risks his honor, career, position, and life by sheltering a war prisoner of the enemy camp and saving his life. The author has beautifully portrayed the conflict in Doctor's mind as a private individual and a citizen with a sense of national loyalty. Now, coming to the characters, what is the character of Dr. Sadao's father? Dr. Sadao's father loved his country and was a true patriot. He always remarked, "Those islands yonder there were the stepping stones to the future of Japan." He was a quiet and a serious man. He never joked nor played with his son. He was seriously concerned about the education of his son and sent his son to America to receive education in medical science and surgery. He was a true Japanese and devoted to Japanese culture and tradition. He ensured that his bedroom was outfitted in a traditional Japanese fashion and contained only Japanese-made furniture and goods. The cook and the gardener both worked for Sadao's father when Sadao was just a little boy, and as such they were far more loyal to their old master than the young master. Coming to the character of General Takima, General Takima was very self-absorbed and a self-centered person who had no concern for his fellow human beings. He also used to beat up his wife cruelly and was very self-obsessed. There's a one line which says that General Takima used to beat his wife. His selfishness is visible from the fact that he condoned Dr. Sadao's harboring and sheltering an American prisoner of war, which tantamounts to treachery to the nation. He did it for his own selfish purpose. He knew Sadao was an accomplished doctor who could treat his ailments, so he kept him safe. His country is at war with America, but he certainly has a soft corner for his country. He took his degree in Princeton. Princeton is a place in New York, so he was himself educated in US and understands Americans, and within his heart of hearts does not understand them and consider them bad. All said and done, he is certainly loyal to his country and would not like anyone to doubt his integrity and patriotism. Coming to the character of Tom, the POW, the prisoner of war. Tom was an American soldier who flung out of the ocean. He was a prisoner of war who escaped his enemies and was shot at the back. He was very young, bleeding, wounded, and laid unconscious. Dr. Sadao took him to his house and provided him with medical assistance. I will call him a Destiny's Child, because he braves a bullet, furious waves, rocks, and his walls reassure in front of a duty-conscious professional surgeon. Had destiny been not in his side, he would have landed up anywhere and nobody would have been able to save him. Torture, suffering, and hunger has made him skeletal, but a strong, indomitable will is truly commendable. On gaining consciousness after successful operation, he was rightfully fearful and knew he was in the enemy territory. Later on, Tom feels safe in the Japanese couple's house. Therefore, he becomes full of gratitude toward Dr. Sadao as he risked his life to save his enemy. Coming to the character of Dr. Sadao Hoki, he was a renowned surgeon. He had a scholarly bent of mind. He was an efficient scientist. He was perfecting a discovery aimed at rending the wounds absolutely clean. He enjoys the general's unfailing faith in his skills, and he was very efficient. He was a dutiful son. He had great regard for the feelings and sentiments of his father and did not propose marriage to Hana till the time his father approved of it. He was a caring and a loving husband. Helps his wife when the servants leave, in the kitchen as well, with all the daily chores. He was a thorough professional surgeon, very meticulous, and turns a blind eye and deaf ear to everything else except his patients. He brought back to life a man on the verge of death. He has a heart of gold and a kind-hearted man. In totality, Dr. Sadao is a good, dutiful, loving, and a professionally sound man. Now coming to the character of Hana. Hana maintains a balance of the qualities of head and heart. She is an ideal woman and a perfect homemaker or lady of the house. She is a perfect companion as a wife. She discharges her duties of a governess and the cook without demur and with efficiency. Being cooperative and understanding, eventually joins her husband and helps him in the operation. When all the servants had refused, she was the one who stood by him. She carries herself with dignity and paid the servants before they left. She is an epitome of femininity. In short, she is a perfect wife, capable and devoted mother, and a skilled homemaker. That's it, students. I hope you've understood the chapter. Happy learning. Do like, comment, or subscribe if you like this video. Thank you so much. Bye.